Hi. So, last year, I made some pretty cursed Christmas content by the title of The Most Fuckable Santas. And I rewatched that video back, and let me tell you, that is some grade A content. I can't top that. I can never top that. But we're gonna try. I will never be able to top the top 5 most fuckable Santas. But what I can do is offer you a ranking. Just mad because it's gonna get demonetized. I will be informing you of least to most horniest Netflix releases from 2019. My credentials for this are that I love Christmas movies. I'm obsessed with the fact that Netflix are building an entire Christmas cinematic universe. Just the fact that they've invented Aldovia and then it just keeps on coming up in different ones. Because I'm not a nerd, you know, like I don't get to care that much about like the Marvel cinematic universe and I don't know any other options. That's the only time I've heard cinematic universe used. But now I have the Netflix Christmas Cinematic Universe, and I'm here for it. What we will be doing today is going through the new releases, festive films, Netflix 2019. Not sorry for dabbing. First up, I'm letting you know that Let It Snow is excluded. If you haven't seen it, it's like Love Actually, but for teenagers. And I'm not gonna put teenagers into a horniest ranking because Jesus Christ, no, we're not that kind of channel. So that's why that isn't on this list before you're like, you're a fake ass Netflix Christmas movie fan. You haven't even seen Let It Snow yet. I have, it's just not included for a very specific reason of me not wanting to be a creep. So, last place of horniest Netflix Christmas movies is Into the Wild. This is also my least favorite, and it's also the one that I haven't watched all the way through. It is the most misleading concept I've seen in my life. This is the cover photo, like not the cover photo, what? This is the poster, the advertisement for Into the Wild. Christmassy. No, you'd be like, I can't wait to watch that festive flick. I'm feeling like a festive flick. Kristen Davis, Rob Lowe, great pairing. And then when I watched it, in like the first scene is festive, and then this isn't a spoiler, it's like the first 5 minutes, her son goes off to college and her husband leaves her, and I'm like, okay. And then she's like, I'm gonna go on a solo trip to Africa on their second honeymoon. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We're not in for a Christmas movie, but we might be into some Eat, Pray, Love territory, which is also, I can jam with that, you know? So I continue to watch under the pretense that I am in a Eat, Pray, Love, but in Africa with Kristen Davis situation. And it's about elephants. The whole movie is just about elephants. And that is not mentioned in the cover photo or the description, which does line up with the Eat, Pray, Love scenario that I thought was going to go on. It's just, they see, again, this isn't spoilers because I didn't get far enough in to give you actual spoilers because I just had to skip through and look at how many elephants there were. They see an injured elephant and I thought it was going to be like this tiny little part to help her develop her romantic feelings for Rob Lowe. But then she continues to look after the sick elephant and then she's in an elephant sanctuary and then she keeps looking after elephants and there's just the stories about elephants, and there's nothing wrong with that, but don't tell me I'm watching a Christmas movie and then make me think that I'm on an Eat, Pray, Love situation, but then just give me elephants. Why? So, least horny. The second least horny Christmas movie I loved. It is called Klaus. It is a, like, I believe 2D animation. I saw my animator friends getting really excited over it. 2D animation. It is beautiful. It's kind of like an origin story of how Santa came to exist, but it's so well done and it's so cool. It's got a dark edge to it, like not in a scary way, but like in a, you can imagine like Tim Burton didn't make it, but he kind of just like came into the writer's room one day and like left his little gothic presence there, and it kind of just soaked a little bit of that up. Does that make sense? Fantastic movie, but not very horny due to the fact that Klaus is, spoiler? You can just like skip to the time here if you haven't seen it, but Klaus is a widower, and so like it makes it less horny, the fact that he's a widow, because a lot of it is about like his lost love and wanting children, all that sort of stuff. So it doesn't hit the horny category, but it does make for a very good film. In third place, we have Christmas Baby, A Christmas Prince Royal Baby. I am the biggest stan of the Christmas Prince franchise. Like, Maddie and I watched it. We watched A Christmas Prince, the first one, before it blew up. Like, Netflix spat it straight to me when it came out, and I was like, made for me, trashy rom-com, but festive. Mwah. Oh, love to see it. This is in third place. It wasn't a particularly horny film, but there is a baby involved, and one can imagine that there was some horniness surrounding the making of that baby. So we will give that a solid third place. Second place for horniest Netflix film of 2019, Christmas edition. Night Before Christmas. Let me tell you, Night Before Christmas, my hair is so flat. Night Before Christmas, also the battery's like flashing at me. This is stressful. Night Before Christmas is made for me. As in, like, I had so many people message me the day that the trailer was released being like, oh, they made a movie for Fiona. This is Fiona's interests in one. We have a rom-com, and then we've mixed in a little bit of Christmas, and then we've mixed in a little bit of Vanessa Hudgens in the rom-com role, and then we've put in history, and there's snow, and magic! What? I am sweaty just thinking about it right now. And I watched it and it was everything I ever dreamed of. It is incredible and incredibly awful, but also incredible. But the reason that it is ranked in the horniness level is, there are many plot holes in this, but the main one, which contributes greatly to its horny ranking, is the fact that Cole, which by the way, worst knight from the fucking 13th century, 12th century's name, he's from the 1300s, so his dating traditions would be like marry off at best. If they're like go be chill, date who you want, it would be you go on like 3 separate dates and then you ask for her hand in marriage and there's like probably a dowry involved. That's how it would go down. But when he's dating Vanessa Hudgens, things change. He is dating in a similar way to people would in 2019, where they're kind of just like hanging out, getting to know each other, leading up to a kiss, which isn't how things would be done in his time, so I don't understand how he's so okay being, like he's so comfortable dating in that style, if that makes sense. And the only thing that can answer for that is the horniness.
Greetings.
Greetings.
And so that is why it has a solid second place as the second horniest movie of Netflix 2019 Christmas. This is the dumbest video. No, I'm just kidding. It's the best. And finally, the moment we've all been waiting for, the horniest Netflix Christmas movie of 2019 is Santa Girl. Wow. Have you seen it? It's awful, but so good.
That's so naughty!
So, Santa Girl, for those unaware, is about Santa's daughter who wants to go to college, to university, to have that normal young adult experience. She applies to a university despite not having attended any schooling or not having a returned postal address or an email address or any ID at all, not being an American citizen because she's a citizen of the North Pole. But she gets in and it is this beautiful, beautiful hot mess involving horniness. It stars Harper from Wizard of Waverly Place, and it also stars no other actor you've heard of. And this is not in a shady way. I'm not saying like, you've never heard of this cast because they all suck. I'm saying that when you go onto their IMDb, they don't have any other credits. Like, it is honestly as if this was the first film for, I'd say, a good 86% of the cast. Nothing makes sense, and you can never tell who she's dating or who she's into or what people's motives are. It's just got this chaotic, horny energy about it. I feel like before 2019, if I made this video, it would have been weird to say horny so much in a video. But if you're like not from the internet and you're watching this, it's the way things are done online. Anyway, they didn't really have that much of a cast either. I think they had approximately 10 extras and you just see them moved around a room, and then they'd be in a big room and it looks so empty because there's no one to fill it. It strikes me as the kind of film where people hooked up backstage a lot. This is not me exposing shit, by the way. I don't know anything about this. Why would anyone take me as an authority? But I don't know anything about the behind the scenes of the cast of Santa Girl. Sorry, E! News. Sorry, Perez Hilton. You'll have to speak to my manager, but I don't have a comment for this time. But I wouldn't be surprised if like half the cast of the extras of Santa Girl were like dating in the background, you know? But Santa Girl, the main girl, she likes the nice guy, for example, and then she also likes the popular guy, and you can't actually tell which one she's into and which one she's just lying to. And both of them are into her, but then one of them has like shady motives, but then he seems to actually be good, so maybe he was just horny as well all the time. So there's just a lot of chaotic, horny energy going on. Also, they're on a university campus, so like there's probably some horny energy there as well. Anyway, this is the video where like I messaged some of my friends. I'm like, do I want to make this video? And all of them were saying, don't make that. But I feel like it is my duty now to bless you all with some cursed festive content year in, year out. Thank you guys so much for watching. My battery has been flashing red for this whole time, so I'm really glad it made it. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. I've got a Patreon. I've got an Instagram. It's really festive right now, actually. Like, it's so festive, so if you do like Christmas, which I really love Christmas, please check it out. My Patreon is linked down below. We're having so much fun over there lately because I've revamped it and it's so much fun. My Twitter is full of shit, but honestly, it's kind of fun to follow as well. And I'll see you next week. Merry Christmas! Ah! Bye!